Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all in the next hour? Yes, it's time for qualifying.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are, okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:21.8. Albon, Leclerc, Antonelli, Russell and Verstappen.
Here in Montreal, lights out is quickly approaching on this artificial island originally built for the World Fair in 1967. Now it's used for a World's Fair of a different kind, ever since Formula One first arrived here. We're back in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Antonelli, Alex Albon, and Norris, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Behrman, and Paul Aron, Webber, Massa, Pepe Marti, and O'Sullivan, Stroll, Doohan, Nico Hulkenberg, Pierce, Gasly, Ocon, Tramnitz, and Zane Maloney rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. What?
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
I know you're gutted to be starting from here, but just focus on putting that and some other cars behind you. Good luck. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. And that's us in 10th position. Okay, gap to leader, 7.1 seconds. Aaron's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Behrman's behind. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, you're in the top 10. Albon's ahead of you. And the time last lap, 1 minute 12.4. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop. This is great stuff. We're gaining by 0.3 a lap. Good work. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Box, box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, remember to pit this lap. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.9 seconds. Box this lap, please. Box this lap. Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. That's P5, you're in P5. Okay, so gap to the leader, 16.5 seconds. Okay, Antonelli ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. And that's Webber behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 13 laps to go. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.0 seconds. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, you've got P3. P3, well done. Our gap to first place, 15.3 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, Antonelli behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. P3, you're currently in P3. Okay, gap to leader, 5.9 seconds. Lando ahead. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Antonelli's behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Green flag. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Thank you. Good job.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these 3 drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Hey boss, what do you make of this?
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's